So are you wondering or worried why the over 100 mails you've sent to professors in Korea, America, Australia are not being replied to? Then you need to watch this video. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Dr. Rajas, a multiple scholarship winner, also a research professor in Korea. And the last one, which I figured out talking with one of my friend or mentee, is that I'm also someone who has studied right from bachelor to PhD without paying a dime as tuition. So if this is the first time on my channel, make sure you do subscribe, stay in the family, because from time to time I'm going to share tips or videos on how you can gain admission and get to study for free, or get to study on full sponsor scholarships and learn from the best in the world, because I did that by myself. Not because I'm great enough, not because I'm so smart, even though people say I'm that smart, but just because you follow certain steps. So are you wondering why you've sent over 400 mails to professors, especially in Korea, Germany, Japan, Europe, Canada, and you've not been given a feedback, or your mails have not been replied? Then I'll be telling you, I'll be sharing some of the tips. The first thing is professors. If you're emailing to professors who are academicians, these are people who have worked for a long period of time. They are really good at their job. So the least mistake you make on your emails, or the way you do address them, will either piss them off or let them bounce it off, because they receive over 1,000 emails every day. So what will make your email stand? First, the way you write their name is very important, and you also need to add the title to their names. For example, I get a lot of people call me doctor, some people call me mister, some people call me Rajas. If you're just a very close entourage like my mentees, I don't mind you calling me Rajas. But if probably we meet for the first time, you don't know my title or my yes, and you call me Mr. Rajas, knowing fully well that I'm a doctor, I feel a little bit disrespected, and it's a feeling that just grew naturally, because we put in so much work, little pray, and from these titles we do appreciate or gain a lot from that. So if you're reaching out to a professor, please do have the courtesy to add professor to their names before you can proceed. It means a lot. Add that before they can tell you, okay, you know what, just call me by my surname or whatsoever you want to call me. That's okay. Secondly, punctuation marks. English, the language we use to reach out to lots of professors throughout the globe, is mostly English. Some can use French, Spanish, and all of that. Do not underestimate people, professors from different countries. Even if you're reaching out to a professor in let's say for example Germany, where their first language instruction is not English, or maybe Korea, Japan, most of these fellows have studied in either one of the best universities in America, UK, or Canada, so their English is top notch. So you've got to write properly and accordingly. So when you write a word and feeling that okay, this is they're not from an English speaking country, they will pick that out. And professors have through their training, they are able to read someone's character by the manner in which they write. So you need to be kind as much as possible. Ensure your punctuation marks at the putting and fitting where they are as much as possible. For example, you're reaching out to your professor, you can say dear Professor Kim, and comma. That comma before you start your first sentence is very important. If you don't put a comma, which a comma in punctuation manner means a pause, dear sir or dear professor, comma. If you avoid that comma and you just go right, I'm writing to express that I want to join your team or whatsoever, that is not a blunder again. You need to greet the person. Accept my warm greetings. Accept my, whatsoever form of greetings you use is always the first part of the sentence. Accept my greetings. My name is Rogers. I'm a PhD graduate from Harvard University in the batch 2020 or first class degree. You've got to greet, introduce yourself, put in something juicy in there that will make them want to read your email. If you don't and you just go ahead to express why you're joining them, a lot of them are just going to toast it around. Mind you, they have so many emails to read, and if something is not catching, I might not read. Also, on your email bar, there is always a subject title part. Most people or students reaching out, they do not take time to write a good title. So it's very important you write the title of your email. What are you applying? What's the purpose of sending your email? It could be an inquiry for a research position, or an inquiry or request, or your title should be very catchy so that it can catch the attention of the professor who's in charge or responsible for attending to you. So those are some of the things. Also, another one is your editing. When you're editing, you write, please make sure the front size of your greetings and the front size of all your text should match. The front size should not be of the greetings, dear sir, should not be 12. The writing should not be 11, and the other one 10. Discontinuity and ununiformity in your writing will definitely piss off the professor, and he will not want he will not be interested to go through your email. So you have to write very beautifully. Make sure you write it properly, and always greet them. It's very important. Always send greetings to professors before you go ahead to request for whatsoever you want to request. And again, another tip for, especially if you're reaching out to professors in Korea, don't go write the whole paragraph. Nobody has time to read that. They will not want to read, by the way, if it's so long. If you're interested in finding out, applying, or inquiry, make sure as much as possible put your request, inquiry, or whatsoever in maximum 6 lines. Maximum. It should be short as much as possible so that the professors can read pretty fast, go through what they want or need from you, and if they're interested, they will reach out to you. And also, if you say you've attached your CV, make sure to cross-check to see that your CV has been attached. Your CV or your cover letter, or whatever information is there that you need to attach them. Don't say I have attached this and you forget doing it. By the way, Gmail has that function these days whereby if you forget to attach your mail, it can be it can also be notified. And again, if you send an email, professor doesn't reply, don't keep sending like mails all the time. You can wait for a couple of 1 or 2, then you send them a reminder and email. Then some might get to reply you. If they don't reply, I think that's a polite way of telling you they are not interested. So if you love this video, make sure you hit on the subscription button, notification bell, so that when the next video comes up, you'll be the first to be aware. Bye. See you.